to show you a little test that you can do to see if you have threaded the machine correctly. Now usually what happens is if you're sewing along and you ever get those big knots of thread or loops of thread on the back side of your fabric, most people think it's a bobbin problem. But it's not. It's actually that the top thread is not in the tension area. And how would I know if it's in there or not? So when the presser foot is up, like it is now, the thread pulls out the needle very loosely. Next, when you lower the presser foot, the thread becomes tight. Now when the thread is threaded through the machine correctly and down through this area and down the front of the machine, right in here are two discs. And as they pinch together when you lower the presser foot, it makes the thread tight. If the thread is not in those discs and it's not being held tight, that's what the needle goes down the fabric and leaves that loop of thread. There's nothing tight to make it pull up and make the stitch form on the back of the fabric. So I always have people call me and they say, oh no, my machine's all balling up underneath, and really all I have to do is have them rethread the top and then make sure that if they give it a little pull and that needle kind of bends a little bit, I know that that thread is now properly seated in the upper tensions. And tell you the truth, the machine works just fine. So that's kind of an operator error thing. So if you can kind of master that, that really makes a difference. One way to kind of help that is also too, when you thread the machine, hold the thread up here with your right hand and thread down through the tension area and get into all the guides. Again, do the little test if you want to be sure, but really when you thread the machine with purpose, then you will get a perfect stitch every time.